Which is your favorite song produced by the legendary Quincy Jones? He was a great figure in music and entertainment industry, with a career spanning over 70 years as a record producer, songwriter, composer, and film and TV producer. He passed away on November 3, 2024, at the age of 91, reportedly due to complications related to age and a long-standing heart condition. He worked with iconic artists like Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, and Ray Charles, producing groundbreaking albums such as Thriller. Beyond music, Jones contributed to film and TV, scoring The Color Purple and producing The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. With 28 Grammy wins from 80 nominations, his influence and genre-blending style set lasting standards in the industry. His contributions to the music industry span decades and genres, leaving a legacy marked by innovation, collaboration, and an unmatched body of work. Early life and musical beginnings. Quincy Delight Jones Jr. was born on March 14, 1933, in Chicago, Illinois. Raised in a household that was musically inclined, Quincy showed an early interest in music. His family moved to Seattle, Washington, where his exposure to the jazz scene sparked a fascination that would shape his life. Jones attended Garfield High School, where he met Ray Charles, forming a friendship that would influence both musicians profoundly. After high school, Jones attended Berklee College of Music in Boston but left to tour as a trumpeter with Lionel Hampton's band. This opportunity paved the way for his early music career. Quincy's love for jazz and an inquisitive mind led him to Paris, where he studied under the famed Nadia Boulanger. These years in Europe honed his skills and broadened his artistic horizons, allowing him to absorb elements of classical music and European jazz, which he later incorporated into his work back in the United States. How Quincy Jones got his start in music. Jones' professional journey in music began as a trumpet player and arranger for Lionel Hampton's band. His talent as an arranger led to roles in other big bands, and by his early 20s, he was working with notable musicians, producing and arranging for top jazz artists, including Dizzy Gillespie and Count Basie. In 1956, Quincy toured with Gillespie's State Department tour, which significantly boosted his career in jazz circles. After returning to the United States, Jones transitioned into film and television scoring, becoming one of the first black composers to achieve significant success in Hollywood. His scoring for The Pawnbroker, 1964, opened doors in film, which led to notable soundtracks such as In the Heat of the Night and The Italian Job. Notable artists Quincy Jones produced and iconic songs. Quincy Jones is celebrated as one of the most prolific producers in music history, having worked with an extensive list of legendary artists across various genres. Here are some notable artists he produced and the iconic songs associated with them. Michael Jackson, Billie Jean, Thriller, Beat It. Aretha Franklin, It Ain't Necessarily So. Frank Sinatra, Fly Me to the Moon. Ray Charles, One Mint Julep. Patti Austin, with James Ingram, Baby, Come to Me. Donna Summer, State of Independence. George Benson, Give Me the Night. Chaka Khan, Clouds. Leslie Gore, It's My Party. James Ingram, Just Once. Quincy Jones, 3 wives and 7 children. Jones married 3 times and fathered 7 children with 5 different women. Here's a closer look at his family. 1. Jerry Caldwell. Quincy's first wife, Jerry Caldwell, was his high school sweetheart from Seattle. They married in 1957, and their marriage lasted until 1966. During this time, Quincy was establishing himself in the music industry and often traveled. Together, Quincy and Jerry had a daughter, Jolie Jones, born in 1953. Jolie became an actress, model, and environmental activist, often credited as a pioneer in organic farming. Jerry and Quincy parted ways amicably, but he maintained a strong connection with Jolie, whom he raised to understand the importance of social issues and activism. 2. Ola Andersson. Quincy married Swedish actress and model Ola Andersson in 1967. Ola was a popular model in Europe at the time and brought a new cultural perspective into Quincy's life. The couple had 2 children, Quincy Delight Jones III, born in 1968, and Martina Jones, born in 1969. Quincy Jones III, also known as QD3, followed in his father's footsteps in the music industry and is known for producing numerous hip-hop documentaries and collaborations with major hip-hop artists. Martina pursued a career in modeling and photography, carrying on her mother's artistic influence. However, Quincy and Ola divorced in 1974, though he continued to be involved in the lives of Quincy III and Martina. 3. Peggy Lipton. In 1974, Quincy married actress Peggy Lipton, best known for her roles in The Mod Squad and Twin Peaks. Their marriage spanned 16 years, and they had two daughters, Kidada Jones and Rashida Jones. Kidada, born in 1974, is a talented fashion designer and actress. She worked with Disney and launched her own clothing line, while also collaborating with major brands like Levi's. Rashida, born in 1976, is an accomplished actress, writer, and producer, well known for her roles in Parks and Recreation, The Office, and Angie Tribeca. The girls have described their father as deeply supportive, encouraging their education and careers despite his busy schedule. Although Quincy and Peggy divorced in 1990, they remained close friends until Peggy's passing in 2019, and the family continued to spend significant time together. Other relationships and children. In addition to his marriages, Quincy had relationships with several other women, with whom he fathered 3 more daughters. 1. Rachel Jones. Little is known publicly about Rachel's mother, but Quincy had Rachel in the early 1970s. Rachel has kept a low profile compared to her siblings, opting for a private life outside the entertainment industry. 2. Kenya Kinski Jones. Quincy had Kenya Kinski Jones with actress Nastasia Kinski, a German actress known for her roles in films like Tess and Paris, Texas. Kenya, born in 1993, grew up surrounded by creativity and eventually pursued a career in modeling. She has modeled for brands like Calvin Klein and Stella McCartney and is an advocate for animal rights, often voicing her support for the Humane Society. Kenya and Quincy maintain a close bond, and she has expressed admiration for his artistry and influence. 3. Tina Jones. Quincy's youngest daughter, Tina, was born from another relationship and, like Rachel, keeps a relatively private life. Tina has not been in the public eye as much as her siblings, and she has maintained a low-key presence, reportedly focusing on her family and personal life. Quincy Jones' net worth, houses, and cars. By the time of his passing, Quincy Jones' net worth was estimated to be around $500 million. His wealth was accumulated through a combination of music production, investments, and entrepreneurial ventures. He invested in various entertainment projects and owned a stake in Vibe magazine, among other ventures. Jones owned multiple properties over the years. His primary residence was a luxurious mansion in Bel-Air, Los Angeles, known for its panoramic views and classic architecture. The home boasted a vast music studio, an extensive art collection, and rooms dedicated to showcasing his numerous awards and memorabilia. He also owned a vacation home in the Hamptons, a serene retreat where he spent time with family and friends. Jones had an impressive collection of cars, befitting his status in the entertainment world. His collection included classic American cars and a few luxury European models. A Mercedes-Benz S-Class and a Rolls-Royce Phantom were among his favorites. His love for elegant vehicles and finely crafted machines mirrored his own appreciation for craftsmanship and creativity. Health struggles and legacy. In his later years, Quincy Jones faced several health challenges, including diabetes and heart issues, which ultimately contributed to his passing. Despite these challenges, he remained active, giving interviews, producing documentaries, and mentoring younger artists. Jones' legacy in the music world is unmatched. He helped shape the careers of countless artists and produced music that became the soundtrack of generations. His talent for bringing out the best in musicians, creating groundbreaking records, and transcending genres and cultural boundaries solidified his reputation as one of the most influential figures in music history.